to talk a little bit about our grind more, bro, because I think people need to hear that. And what I mean is, for instance, Bri, like you say, you was working a job, Juice was working a job. It was some people that was artists and hard hitters working jobs even outside of what I was doing or whatever the case may be. And I mean, we was out several times throughout the week pushing this music. Doing showcases, like you said, performing or whatever it was, right? In the studio, whatever it was, you know, that grind.
You was 6 days a week.
I'm telling you.
At one point, I was with you 5.
Yeah.
5 days a week.
Yep.
That shit is expensive.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You got to pay to get in the club. You know?
Yeah.
You got to buy the drink.
Yep.
You got to get the DJ to drink to get this.
Exactly. Get that record played.
Come on. Now everybody know.
Exactly.
You got to go get the girls to come dance on the stage for you. You got to get your homeboy to I'm video cameraing the whole shit.
Yep.
Making sure we got footage.
Absolutely.
For whenever we post.
Yep.
So the grind was definitely there. It was every night. So if you ain't had no job, that's why I was saying, like, to be an artist back then, you had to have money.
Yep.
Especially if you got a nice big entourage. Like, and where you get it from, it ain't my place to say.
Ain't
but
nobody's business,
we
right?
had jobs.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
100%.
everybody would, we need
Pitch in.
500 CDs. All right, how much then? Okay,
Everybody pitching
50
in.
a piece. And so we just,
Yep.
that's how we did.
Absolutely.
And it was a beautiful thing.
That's
to
how
me.
you do it. That's how you do it. Coming together. That's what we did.
Standing them. But I remember though when we first started, you know, we've been since J High.
Yep.
Your mom.
Yep.
Like, even if I didn't want to go with you, you know, your mom say, Bri, make sure he make it home every night.
Yep.
All right, don't worry about it.
Yep.
I get him home every night.
Absolutely.
So you acting the fool. You know what I mean? You acting the fool. He wasn't this G now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
G Money back then.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? CEO. Ain't taking no shit. Like, G, chill out, bro.
Well, we wildin'. We definitely wildin'.
And so seeing your growth though in business.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's what I see from
Absolutely.
you. And that's why whatever you with, I know you going 1,000 with it.
For sure.
So I can't
Same
do nothing
here,
but
bro.
support it.
Absolutely. Let's talk about this too, Bri. Because I've talked about this in some content, but it's good to have my brother on here to talk about it as well. Hard Hitters Day. We did these several years. And you remember, Bri, the first time we did it.
Oh, man.
Right? It was kind of like spur of the moment, right?
Yes, it was.
And Bri, we used to have the whole street down there packed out. Like, talk about it, Bri.
Man, Hard Hitter Day was during our pushing the record label days.
Exactly.
We already in the neighborhood anyway. We got everybody know come to our street and kick it with us.
Yeah.
So this was just a weekend. We had probably an extra $100. You know, so
everybody just super banked up.
Natural ice, 240, you know, them 24 packs of natural ice shit. Get some of these. Get these big old sausage hamburgers. Some of these. Get some buns.
Yeah.
Spent about $150.
Yeah.
Call some people, fire the grill up.
Yeah.
That thing got stupid packed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stupid packed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you was already, we wasn't throwing parties then.
No, we ain't got to parties yet.
Yeah.
We're going to get to that. We ain't got to that yet.
Yeah, that was just word of mouth.
Exactly.
Our real friends who we rock with.
Exactly.
And that was, between your house, the neighbors on our street knew us. We
knew what we
kids,
was doing.
So it was just a matter, hey, y'all, we're going to have some people on the street a little louder than normal.
Exactly.
They loved us. It wasn't nothing but respect from us to them. So they just returned it. They let us do what we do.
Yeah.
And it was a good night now. That first one now, I felt, wasn't the first one I felt?
No, I wasn't the first one, but it was around the second or third one. Yeah, it was around I think it was the second one.
Yeah, I guess that was a great night.
Yeah. Yeah, Bri fell asleep around that one. And I've shared that story on one of our podcast episodes in the past, but for you all that may never took a look at that podcast, Bri fell asleep and we had an incident where one of the brothers of Hard Hitters that night actually got and Bri woke up the next morning and didn't know what was going on. It was yellow tape around your like mailbox, your house, and everything, because it was in front of your house. And Bri didn't know what was going on. Yeah, and that was our brother, Sean Antonio. You know, he got or whatnot. It was a drive-by, but it wasn't meant for him. It was just, wrong people over at that night, and some stuff
we
popped off.
Cleared that up after that.
Yeah, it cleared up.
No
No, it wasn't no problems after that.
Yeah,
it was all
anything.
it was a misunderstanding, and it just unfortunately it went that way. But we did Hard Hitters Day around about 5 years straight, and it's a great thing we did. Like you say, food, drinks,
Everything was free. We just
hand out
come
CDs.
eat, come drink, and listen to the music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was big. I loved it.
And people start preparing for Hard Hitter Day.
Exactly. When y'all doing it. When y'all doing it. Yeah. There you go.
So we had Glenwood Day, and then we had Hard Hitter Day.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And even on some of the Hard Hitters Days, Bri, we did something at the club like that night, of scores or whatnot. Yeah, so it was big.